Hello, it's me, it's DatBeardDad. Welcome to another stream. This time we're going to be playing Pacific Drive. It came out last week or a couple weeks ago. Time doesn't mean a lot to me nowadays. So it's a good game, and I want to play it. So we're going to play it on the stream today. And let's get to it, because it's probably more exciting than just sitting here in silence.
The limb tech in those stabilizers ran so damn hot, only more limb tech could contain it from complete meltdown.
Game's looking a bit janky, which is less than ideal. Oh, I have an idea. It's probably because my silly Steam is trying to update stuff. You knock that off. You're good. Please, we'll just change the video settings. Let's go ahead and is there a preset? No, of course there isn't. There we go. We're gonna put this all to high. That didn't change all of them. Well, fuck me. Wii settings game. Why not? Did that work? That's a bit better. Everybody who hates settings, look away. This isn't for you. Everybody who loves settings, I'm sorry I didn't do a better job before I came in here. Let's see. Excellent. Yeah, that's a lot smoother. Thank God. Oh, well, this is bad.
It's my turn to give you an explanation about the mass hallucination event that Tobias and Francis were going on about.
I should probably fix that.
I won't be nearly as long-winded, because there honestly isn't much that we know about it. It happened on the morning of September 14th, 1961. My colleague, Dr. James Kay, was conducting experiments at a highly classified site in the Deep Zone. He was assisted by my husband, Dr. Alan Turner.
These are very broken.
At 0400, their experiment unleashed a gamma-ray surge that instantly killed both of them. The surge was an impossible amount of energy, orders of magnitude greater than any man-made source. It also triggered hallucinations in anyone awake within a 10-mile radius. It was a burst of widespread insanity, but only for a short moment.
So, what am I missing? Error can't craft this. Why? Is it because it's my little, like, road, whatever, crafting station? Oh well, 2 crude headlights are better than 2 completely shattered and useless headlights. That's weird. I just got an achievement for replacing all of the car's original parts, which I have definitely done, so I really couldn't tell you. Let's do this. My game is still a bit janky, and that bums me out in a major way. What's a good way to fix that? I'm also going to crank up the brightness, because it seems pretty dark in here. That's maybe a bit much. It's impossible to say. Did I just scrap all that stuff and leave it on the road? No. Okay, I'm just losing my mind. That's fine. That's a different problem. Ah, headlights. What are we doing here? We're here. Need to go over to this place. There's also this random place over here. Well, I could either make a circle right or left. So I think I'm gonna go like this, as I'm already facing that way, so why not? As always, if something looks weird or sounds weird, do please let me know. On that note, I'm gonna check the sound settings real quick. That should be fine. So here's the fun thing about being a solo streamer, which is to say, somebody who doesn't have enough money to hire other people to do this for you. I have no idea what my stream looks or sounds like up until the exact moment that I say start streaming. So like, if I were wanting to, set up my audio and stuff, I have to be in-game and then somehow see what's going on and then change it from there, which is not the best circumstances to do stuff, because traditionally when people... Hey, that's good. Hey, Two Guns, welcome to the channel. Always good to see you. Traditionally when people come to watch you play a video game, they're there to see video game as opposed to settings, or even worse, OBS, because only I see that, which is probably for the best. That's not good. How are you doing today, Two Guns? Hope all is going well. I am very tired, and I have a headache that I would consider debilitating, but apparently not bad enough that I can't play Pacific Drive, so I guess there's that. Does the brightness look okay? I changed it a second ago, because it seemed pretty dark on my end, and I assumed that translates to being dark on everybody else's end. Engine set or just the hood? I will check that in just a second. Well, the hood is pretty messed up, so it's very likely it's just that. Oh, and this is also good. It's weary. This workhorse is dying. All that stress and strain, plus the effects of the anomaly or 3, has been too much for the engine. It doesn't matter that there aren't thousands of miles on the clock. What matters is that this will need to be replaced as soon as possible. So the answer to your question is both the engine and the hood were sad. What can I do about that? I don't think I can do much as far as, like... I could replace it with a crude panel, but I don't know if that's an improvement. What's my favorite anomaly so far? I think my favorite so far has been the abductors. Just because, like, they're not fun to deal with, but they certainly are exciting, because whenever you see one, you know something bad's gonna happen. Maybe that makes me a masochist, but who can say? How about you, Two Guns? Have you been playing the game? What's your favorite anomaly so far? I need a vacuum. Oh, my inventory is a mess. Yeah, that's not good. We will move you. Yeah, it's not great. Beep, beep, beep. No, stop up. Here's a question that I legitimately don't know if it's me or if it's the game. Sometimes when I, like, try to navigate up or down, I feel like I lose total control over my ability to, like, scroll. So, like I said, I don't know if that's me or the game, but I wish it wouldn't happen. Bunnies are pretty great. Bunnies are pretty great. I agree. There we go. Ah, no. Certainly are a lot of noises that are concerning in this game. But it'll be okay, because I've got all the scrap metal in the world. Still don't fully understand bunnies, if I'm honest, because, like, I'm not sure if you're supposed to scrap them on site, or just, like, I know there's, like, a healing one, but, there was also, like, a Volt Bunny that I ran into at one point, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, if you're supposed to attach it to your car and it, like, recharges it, or if it's just a fun little differentiation. Anomaly encounter. I've worked in the zone for 8 years, and I've seen the bunnies, I've seen the crawlers, I've seen those things that explode. This was far worse. This was a monster, like a dark, bristling caterpillar, the kind you see inch along the sidewalk, except this one was climbing up the first wall, the old one from the 50s, and it was easily half the height. It must have been 100 yards long, and it climbed that wall as casually as if it were a curb. That seems not ideal. So far it seems like there are more scary noises than actual scary anomalies. Well, that sounds fun. Yeah, ironic timing. Because that sounds pretty fucking terrifying to me, if I'm honest. I would hate to see a moving skyscraper-sized caterpillar. What's this? Zone stabilizer. Dr. Mensa, September 15th, 1971. It is reassuring to know that we, at least, have some ability to temper the particularly demented flavor of meteorology that blights our atmosphere. I'm gonna drink some caffeine before I read this, because maybe that'll help. The energy demands are truly monstrous, and the infrastructure we have had to construct and reconstruct is an engineering achievement in itself, but we have been successful.
You lost? Find a coolant pipe and follow it.
Doing something. We have all but perfected the zone stabilizer. Perhaps now we will no longer be quite as subject to its whims. I believe that correctly activating stabilizers will now create gateways, though it will also precipitate... My brain is not at 100%, I'm sorry. It will also precipitate dramatically dangerous zone storms. It is important that nobody uses or modifies these devices without explicit authorizations. Yeah, I'll wheeze the juice. All hell caffeine. Very much so. The reason that I am before you today, as opposed to curled up on the floor in the fetal position, is solely due to caffeine.
30 seconds of hallucinations sure didn't feel short when I was free-falling through outer space. Heck of a ride, though. Did you know the rings of Saturn sing?
I saw disembodied arms. Tons of them. They were grasping and crawling.
And, what about you, Oppie? What did you see?
I saw nothing.
How is that possible? Everybody else saw something.
Must have passed me by. I don't know what to tell you.
But weren't you working in your lab that night?
And weren't you supposed to be doing your research rather than keeping track of my whereabouts?
Okay. Wow. Touchy.
That all seems fine. Let's go ahead and hit up that place. We can just make a sort of loop around here and then follow the road over. So yeah, did I leave my car running? That seems irresponsible. I should know better. Having the mini-map just slightly to the right almost seems intentional, like if you look at it, you might drive off of the road or something. Ah, shit. I might drive off the road anyways. But that's user error, not so much a design problem. Whee.
Now that we know the remnants were connected to the mass hallucination, maybe we can figure out what caused it.
Oh boy, do I have theories.
Don't start. Dr. K and Alan clearly uncovered some new way of using Lim to motivate that gamma ray burst.
Oh,
Yes, precisely. And where do gamma rays come from? But outer space.
Feedback on planet Earth, kid. There are plenty of terrestrial sources of gamma rays. Thunderstorms, for example.
No. You said it yourself. The energy levels from that night are much greater than anything
We've seen on Earth.
Sure, but going straight to aliens when there's countless perfectly scientific possibilities. Perhaps Dr. K and Alan developed a limb-assisted mass particle collision. Or, heck, tapped into some sort of gamma-ray reservoir.
A reservoir? Or a portal?
A portal? To where exactly?
To Atlantis!
Of course! Now why didn't I think of that? That's absolutely it.
I also think that the voice acting and like storytelling in this game has been top notch. There was like a post on Steam, and I presume other parts of the world that aren't Steam, where the developers were talking about the save system, which I won't get into right now because I think it's fine, and I didn't really see a problem anyways. But they mentioned that their development team is like 20 people. And frankly, I don't know how I would make this game with 20 people, so I'm surprised that anybody else was able to. Because it's really good. Surprisingly good. I have played games recently that aren't even half this good, that are much bigger. Starfield. I don't know what that was, just a tickle in my throat. On that note, Starfield is supposed to be getting some kind of patch, theoretically. They said that they would do patches every... I'm going to do a little thing for everybody here. Let's assign a quick slot. Oop. Anyways. What was I even saying? Starfield. So they were supposed to be updating the game every 6 weeks going forward. But they don't seem to have any indication that that's actually happening. So I don't actually understand even what their plan with Starfield is. Because it definitely doesn't seem to be fix the game. It just isn't. Also, if you didn't read the news around like the last patch update for it, what Bethesda said was that they were focusing on quality of life updates in that last patch, and I didn't see a single thing that would qualify as a quality of life update. It was just bug fixes and like a texture update, which none of that is a quality of life fix. Quality of life is like, my inventory is too small, let's double it, kind of thing. So yeah, I really don't know what Bethesda's doing, and I'm kind of deeply disappointed and jaded in them, to be honest. Which is sad, because I love Fallout and Skyrim and all the other Bethesda properties. That's what happens when you rush out a half-made game that, well, is half-made. I might go back to it when like a DLC comes out or something, because I imagine that will be like a year or two from now. And I figure that'll give them enough time to sort through whatever bugs are plaguing them. But that's gonna be a while. So I'm not really holding out hope. I just hope they get it together. Because if they don't, I don't really see a point of going back to it, if I'm honest. Like, the time I had with it was... Was that... Did I loot that already? I did. The time I had with it was fine. It wasn't exciting. It was fine. And granted, I played it on stream, so I was probably not getting the full experience. But, once again, not really something that was just like, ooh, I want to go back and play some more of that. It was just like, this is a game. Why not? I made some sort of battery sickle. It all seems fine. One thing that I am jealous of in this game is that I have built several computers, not necessarily from scratch, but like worked on a bunch of them, and I wish I could just sort of tear one apart and pull out all the useful pieces once I'm done with it, rather than having to, like, you know, rip them out one by one and hope for the best and keep them set aside in special order and all that stuff. The world would be a lot better if things were simple. On that note, there is a framework laptop that's, I'm kind of dying in here, aren't I? There's a framework laptop that I was reading about a few weeks ago that sounds pretty cool and also very janky, which is like a customizable laptop, which up until now has not really been a thing. Something I learned the hard way when I bought my first gaming laptop, because I had dropped way too much money on it, and it was big and bulky, and the intention was, well, it'll be fine if it's a bit big and bulky, because I can just upgrade it whenever, and I'll have all the room and stuff, and the bastards that sold it to me did not do anything to curb my enthusiasm one way or another. And then in the future, when I was like, this is kind of running down, I should probably do something about this, I realized far too late that there was nothing I could do to really upgrade it besides, like, not even the fucking storage, because, like, it was already good storage, so just deeply disappointing. Grr. Anyway, framework laptop, that sounds right. That one actually has like components that are like a standard size that they design, so you can like swap out the battery, you can swap out the graphics card, you can swap out the keyboard. Like, it's really cool, and from what I read, it's not exactly like ready for the big show or whatever, because it's still a bit janky, but if I had an extra like $1,500 to throw at a laptop for no reason, I'd probably do that. They spent all this money on fancy stability generators, and they spent no money on road construction. Priorities, people. Priorities. Before this expedition, I installed some off-road tires, and those were a very good investment, because I think without those, in the rain and everything, I probably would have already gone off the edge. My engine is not happy. And neither is my inventory. I probably shouldn't be wasting time with these doors and stuff anyways, frankly, because I've got enough scrap metal to make all the steel in the world. Yeah, we'll just, I'll get this steel plate and then go on with our lives. I don't really see that panning out for me. The one thing I will say about the save system for this, though, if you didn't read it, just as a sort of public service announcement, is that it saves whenever you tell it to save at the garage, which is the obvious one, and it also saves whenever you move to a new area. So, like, if you're in the middle of an expedition where you're going from Area A to Area C, or whatever, once you transition from Area A to B, it will save, and from B to C. Am I going to fix the engine? I don't believe I can. I think it's currently, like, beyond repair. I'll double check just to, you know, be sure, because better engine sounds like a good idea. But I don't think I can do anything useful with it. Oh, it actually is kind of more broken. Good looking out, Two Guns. I mean, at this point, it's a bit like trying to patch holes in a sinking ship. I don't really know what this will accomplish for me, but yeah. Yeah, smoking is not great, Two Guns. You're right. I know. I'm just not very observant. I'm sorry. But thank you for letting me know. I clearly was not up to the task myself. Tell you what though, I do need to wrap up this expedition soon, because I'm just not going to have enough room to loot anything at all, and then I'll have to do triage with my inventory, and that's never fun. And no, that will not stop me from checking every container. That seems fine. Something just rumbled me, which is also not great. Over you. Boy, my car is seeing better days. Yes, it definitely is the fallout sickness, Two Guns. I know I don't need every random piece of scrap and junk in the world, but it feels better when I hold it. Let's do this. You can also eat some to sort of alleviate that for next time.
Hey, Oppie, you've never cared about any of the zone's stories and superstitions. So, why now? What's in this for you?
What I do is not and has never been any of your business.
You're asking us to trust you, so yes, it's our business now.
How about this? You two sign off and count orbs or whatever it is you like to do, and I'll get the driver to the mass hallucination source myself.
Excuse me?
I have not ever eaten an
Tobias found
MRE.
this remnant. This is his
Two
discovery.
Guns.
Sure.
I've seen
And I'll
somebody
send
else
you
eat it
nice
in like a
gift
video
basket to
once,
mark the occasion.
and it looked
But I
like
won't let
if
anyone
somebody ate
interfere
that
with
like
this.
astronaut food or like astronaut ice cream, but if it was
To hell with that.
food,
We need to throw everything we can at this
didn't look
thing,
particularly
or we lose
exciting.
this chance, and the answers to the mass hallucination are gone forever.
This isn't like one of your little Sasquatch hunts. I'm not letting you get your tinfoil pseudoscience anywhere near
Damn it.
this. This is too damn important to me.
It sure didn't seem too important earlier when you messed up and nearly killed the driver.
You want to play that game? You really want to talk about our track records?
Screw you, Oppie.
I'd rather run this remnant into the ground than work with either of you.
Oh, forget it. We're wasting our breath with this old bat. There's gotta be another way.
She's out of her mind. I can't do this.
Look, if you want to waste your precious time picking apart bird droppings and squinting at constellations, by all means, follow their lead. But we're better off without them, trust me. I'll get you through no matter what. This really is my last chance.
Seems to be some infighting going on. Glad that it isn't my problem. But yeah, back to what we were talking about before. Have you ever eaten a MRE, Two Guns? Because I am curious as to what it's like. I could either go and follow this like go back to the dirt road, then go left, or I could just off-road it, which I think I'm gonna do, so good talk, everybody. Where's the marker? It's that way. Alright, let's see. Oh shit. Yeah, this is what off-road tires are for. Fuck, 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 fuck. Yeah, this is... Oh no. I shouldn't put it in park. That seems ill-advised. Well, this is a new one. Hey, apparently the game takes mercy on you sometimes. Although, I'm still stuck on oh god, a big-ass rock. This is all going according to plan. I'm gonna have to jump it. There's just no other way. Yeah. Ooh, shit. I'm sure that's bad for my car, but... Oh no, damn. But, if man wasn't meant to do sweet jumps off of, like, downed semi-trucks, then I don't know what the point of living is. We're gonna go this way. Now this is probably gonna be too much for my beat-up engine, but there's only one way to find out. I don't know if I broke the handbrake. It was red for like a second there. I'm also currently have my battery dying, it seems like. But besides that, hey, we got that hill with our busted ass engine. Yeah, my car has seen better days for sure. Let's see. Do I even have room for you? Kind of. Still haven't figured out what these, like, lead platelets are for, but I have to assume it's something I want, otherwise why would the game draw attention to these, like, whatever, shielding stations. I should also... There was something a while back in one of the, like, tooltips that was, like, charging your car, and that seemed like it might be important where the battery is dead, so I should look into that. Maybe it's one of those electrician kits or something. Alright, let's look into that. Let's see, as it's just for repairs and stuff. User manual, resources, anomalies, conditions. I don't know. No idea. Well, when it happens, and the game will let me know, I'm sure. Which isn't ideal, granted. Nope, that's not the vacuum at all. I'm gonna run out of room again. For some reason. That is totally not my fault. What can I do about you, battery? Not much. Oh well, like I said, once it dies, and then we'll figure it out from there. Maybe we just have to push the car home at that point. don't think there's any, like, charging stations or anything nearby, so... It is what it is. Let's just try to wrap this up quickly. Alright, we did it.
All right, we're in business. The stabilizers are coming online, and the way looks clear, but I'm also getting spikes. The stability in your region is tanking. Get out of there.
Fast.
Oh, good. The waypoint, please. That's close enough. Okay, well the car still starts, which is a little miracle all on its own. Let's try to get out of here before I'm totally boned. Oh god, that was a lot steeper than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we're good. Everything's good. This is just a bad idea all over, but you work with what you've got, and my path towards the objective is through all the trees on this earth. Oh shit. I'm gonna take a quick break because I think my wife needs me, so I'll be right back. And we will figure out this whole zone thing together. See you in a second. Bye. Alright, so things should be back to normal more or less, so I'm going to wrap this up. But, wouldn't you know it, my kid also woke up. Fuck. I shouldn't even be bothering with this. No, good, excellent, whatever. Oh yeah, this place is cursed as fuck. My child is awake. Both my children are awake. Life is difficult nowadays. So, after I get through the gate and go to the garage, we'll be wrapping up this stream. Oh god, I want it though. This is a mistake. The car's gonna roll away. And I have done a bad job, so my wife is mad at me. Oh no 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 no. Oh car, I'm sorry for all the things I've done to you. I just need you to survive a little bit longer. I've got so much stuff in my inventory. Yeah, I'll just drive right into that trailer. Oh. That was way too close. It's all good. We made it back, and the car is technically in one piece.
Nice work out there. The sector stabilizers are fully operational. You've got a straight shot toward the expansion wall. One more thing. You may want to consider armoring up a bit.
Once you cross that wall, the mid-zone is another beast altogether.
My car. I mean, I would say it's seen better days, but my car is mostly dead, so that seems like an extremely low bar. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, and yeah, hopefully the next time you see my car, it'll be in slightly better condition. Thank you for those of you who tuned in to watch me, Two Guns especially. I always appreciate seeing you. If you enjoyed this, please consider following me on Twitch or subscribing to me on YouTube at DatBeardDad. I've got all my backlog on YouTube, so you can do that. Past that, I'm gonna try very hard to get back into my regular streaming schedule, where I do Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m.-ish. But as in all things, my schedule is dictated by my children's whims. So if I'm not here, that's why, and I'm sorry. Regardless, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good day, and a good evening, and a good yesterday, and sometime tomorrow would be alright too. So, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Now I got to get control of my computer. It's harder than it sounds. There we go. Bye.